Hello. Okay, so I am going to be discussing about how you can be walking out your faith today. And I'm just going to start with just sharing a story about this one girl who it was just in a store. I was just getting some items from a store and I felt like I kept seeing this one particular girl. And I just kept feeling a nudge to go up to her and I couldn't shake it. And I went up to this girl and I asked her, I just straight out asked her, is there any way I could be praying for you? And she said, does it look like I need praying? Um, and, and I wasn't sure if she was receiving it well, because it sounded like she was kind of thinking it was crazy that I was asking, like, why are you asking me? But it wasn't out of feeling like that I'm bothering her. She was so shaky and happy because she told me that the day before she was asking God for a sign that he sees her, that if you are God, would you just reveal yourself? And he did. And I was able to encourage her to read her Bible and to ask God to reveal himself as she reads the Word of God. And I just felt I was just so amazed at how how he came to really use that moment to just do something in her life that was a work that was unlike any other, that she knew that he was with her. And inspired my faith, and inspired me to want to just know that God wanted to use me, and who am I that he would want to use me? Who are we as Christians that he would use us? And I feel like there can be a wrestle between feeling like I think there's a wrestle with fear. Did I hear wrong? Did I hear God right? Am I really understanding what he is saying to me? And I feel like it can paralyze us. It really can. I'm saying this from experience of how much it can cause fear and panic within us. And I feel like God is just saying to us that, why fear? If I am the one who is your mouthpiece, who can speak through you, who I have the presence of God is within you and if we believe. And I feel like there is this battle between, I think, the darkness where the enemy is, I think, trying to prevent us from walking out in our faith with boldness and knowing with clarity. But the thing is, sometimes God doesn't give the perfect answer that we think we need to hear before we step out and do all that he is saying to us. But the thing is, we can be filled with joy because we know we don't have to doubt the God who holds the universe in his hands. He doesn't grow weary. He doesn't grow tired. And we don't have to grow weary in doing what's good and being able to hear and know that if we are his children, if we are his, then we can hear him. And we can trust that we don't have to doubt. We can rely on his promises, on his word, and what he says he's going to do, he is going to do. And that is just that. I think we need to stop letting our doubts get in the way with what God is wanting to do. And it's not up to us to make it all the way that we want it to be, the results and all that He has, because that is just going to cause us to think that it's about what we can do and about us. And I just want to just encourage you, would you walk out your faith? Would you be able to know that there is the power that of the gospel can do much? And when you set aside the fear that is tackling within you, and you are able, when you choose to choose faith and want to obey and just listen and know that you can listen, and it might not sound like the way that you think it should sound, but that doesn't mean that God's not speaking. And I think stillness is such a thing that we just cannot do. And we just need to be still before God. We need to wake up and be still and want to know that we can hear all that He has. And that is just an encouragement I just want to share with you. And I pray that you would have an amazing Sunday, and that no matter what, God, He has you in places that you are not in yet, but He is going to bring you into. And just hold on to that faith. Bye.